another episode of the GameDay Squad Rugby League show. Josh, alongside me as always, and I can say it now, a loser as always. 10-5 I go up. I'm going to spoil the show and start with a bang by saying I won last week when we were just unsure because we had the public holiday, Dogs vs Eels. Josh was high off that Dogs win and he was quite confident that he was going to get the win over me. I ended up beating him by 9 points. So got the win last week and got the win this week with a rank of 83 and a score of 872. Josh, how does it feel to be down 10-5 after a 4-1 lead?
Listen, as they say, it's not about how hard you fall. It's about how hard you fall. Get up.
Close. Close.
Oh, I think
but if you couldn't get the saying right, I don't think you can get up right.
Oh, we'll see. Well, I mean, another week, close week. It's not like I'm getting smashed, but there's a few unlucky calls.
A loss is a loss. I mean, it's freezing in Sydney, by the way. For those that are not on the audio version, those on YouTube. I'm in this puffer jacket and it's just freezing.
Yeah, it is pretty cold.
It's pretty cold.
Every day.
And I feel like your squad's going to be cold too because you're still competing, but you're missing out. Honestly, 872 was my score. I wasn't proud of it. But when I saw 83, I was like, surely Josh didn't beat me. How did you actually go?
I scored 833.
Okay. It's like
Which
one
wasn't
decent
too bad.
score away.
Yeah, one decent score. Bit upset. I can talk about this play because it's not in my stats here, but Angus Crichton, a try assist, a try, played a goal card thinking, he might score 100 points. Not even. Didn't even score above 40.
I think because we just kept going down that left side for some reason. I was so angry. I don't know why we never spread the ball to Joey Manu. And Crichton made about 3 errors trying to get the ball out to Tupou. 3 or 4. I'm just pulling up his stats now that you mentioned his name.
But
sure, he had a great game in attack, but
that could have been a difference for me. But
he made 4 errors and missed 7 tackles.
Yeah, that would do.
That hurts.
That does.
You're lucky he ended up scoring positively. I mean,
true.
Ran for 124 metres, 4 offloads, 4 tackle breaks, try assist, line break assist. Like, that's awesome. And then you see the negative play and you're like, But it's a new week every week with GameDay Squad, and that's the beauty of it. So we get to bounce back, get to make changes to the squad. And just quietly, I was playing the starter mode as well. And I ranked in the top 30.
Wow.
Yeah, I did really well. And I actually, it's funny, I outscored my classic squad.
How did you do that, mate?
Well, obviously you can only play bronze in that game mode, which is a really fun game mode for those who haven't tried it already. I know we speak about the classic comp, and that's what we focus on. But the starter comp, where you can only play purely bronze cards, they just scored better. Like, I had better players playing in my squad, and they all scored better, and I outscored my classic squad.
The special cards can let you down.
Can definitely let you down. But then you feel like, and that's the catch, you want to feel like you need to use up all your budget on these special cards. And I think that's what we're going to get into in today's show too, because sometimes it's the basic cards that are doing well with us. And I guess we'll start with strike, spare, misses. And I played Big Stefano. Just a basic bronze card, did the job, 83. Finally a big score from the big man. I feel like Tigers, they had 2 front rowers debut. So he was always going to play bigger minutes and be the man that leads the way in that pack. 204 metres he ran for most of this season. 7 tackle breaks, 3 offloads.
Yeah.
Didn't miss a tackle.
That's pretty good.
That's what you want from Stefano. I was surprised they didn't play Origin, didn't play New South Wales vs Queensland this year because, brought him in last year and we lack a prop. And when he's on for a young kid.
Yeah.
I feel like we need another prop. But anyway,
reminds me of Payne Haas.
Yeah, like a baby. It's literally like a baby Haas.
Yeah, dangerous.
Dangerous, but yeah, that's my
if you
strike.
can be consistent enough, you can play him every week.
Yeah, 83. I've played him most weeks, to be honest with you. Up 10-5.
For me, I've got 2.
The confidence to have... I've got 2 as well, but the confidence to have 2 after a loss. But anyway.
Got Brian Tor.
Here's mine.
77 points. Just doesn't stop, honestly.
It doesn't. 84 for me while you're on this topic.
It's just the meters he makes. Compare it to a player like Angus Crichton that I just mentioned. He scored tries, try assists, scored half the points, and that was a gold Crichton.
Well, I had a goal total, 84, but what's the difference? He doesn't make errors.
Doesn't make errors and just goes forward. We always say, as long as your player goes forward, like Stefanos, he's going to get you points.
Yeah.
Speaking of going forward, my second strike, Payne Haas. He just causes pain. 86 points.
Yeah. In a losing side, they got washed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he missed a few tackles as well. So to get a base score of 86, bronze, it's pretty incredible.
It is.
Because
there aren't many that can do it, put it that way.
For me, I think because I had so many letdown players, so many misses that I played a Silver Wilton. He's not playing. He's not playing. But I've done it again. Probably cost me. Once again.
Yeah.
This poor coaching. I gotta take it. Take it on Gin.
Poor coaching. I mean, I made a few errors with the coaching this week, and that's where I pull up my my miss. They're not playing. Hopgood and Flegler, they're not playing. My spare, I didn't have a spare. When you win and you can afford to have 2 strikes, Toto was mine. I played him gold though, not silver, so got that cheeky edge on you there. But no spare when you win. So I just go straight to the miss. And honestly, it was from a coaching perspective, not playing. I played Flegler and Hopgood. I didn't realise Hopgood was ruled out because I was actually at the game. Please excuse my behaviour. I was at the game, enjoying myself, getting ready for a good game, caught up with mates, and I just didn't know Hopgood was out, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
Flegler, been out all season. An absolute blunder. I pulled a Josh. I just was going through the highest averaging players for a bronze forward because that's all I could afford left in the cap, in the budget. And then Flegler was my highest averaging bronze forward so far. And for whatever reason, I just put the highest averaging player in, and I was like, yeah, sweet. And like that was the last move I had to do, and then I just got off my phone. Then when the footy started on Thursday, I was like, Dolphins player. I thought I just had a Sarko. And then I'd seen Flegler, and I was like, are you for real if I lose this week because of that? But anyway, I ended up getting the win. But yeah, so in all seriousness though, my miss, KO Weeks. Yeah. He scored under 30, and I thought he was going to score over 60. Like, I was so keen on him this week, given the matchup that he had, and the Raiders fully disappointed us. And Weeks, he didn't look like he wanted to get involved. Then when he got involved, he had a bad game.
He had the worst game.
But how did he still score 30 with a bad game? Must have been all the defense he had to get put.
Defense and still a couple of tackle breaks.
Yeah, like he's a talented kid.
He should have had a couple of try assists.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it wasn't only his fault. I got to give.
It was all round.
It was all round.
I think Rapana tried to take too much control.
And we're going to play either Rapana or Weeks. I had both of them, and I had the option of playing one or the other, and I went with Weeks.
I think
maybe that's a bad decision.
I'm not sure what Rapana scored, but probably the same anyways. I'll go to my spare. My spare, Bo Fermor. I actually haven't played him since round 1, believe it or not.
Wow.
Scored me 33. Yeah.
I played him as well.
And I thought, a bit more responsibility on his shoulders. He might do a bit more, but I guess he's just not getting involved enough. I don't know if the ball's not going to him because of the halves or whatever it is. He's just not...
The Titans are just bad.
Yeah,
they can't get him involved. Last week when he played centre, he got involved so much.
Yeah.
And they still lost.
Then I just thought, play him off that week might have been a confidence. That's what my thought process was.
Well, it's crazy how he made more points playing centre out of position than he did playing in position back row.
Yeah.
Was it because they lost for feeder?
Well, I think so. Just changed their game style, less confidence.
He only missed... The thing is, if you have a look at his stats from the game, 39 tackles made, 4 missed. 1 line break, 1 tackle break, 10 runs for 80 metres. And that's where they let him down. Yeah. He only made 10 runs.
Yeah.
He conceded a penalty, a 6-again infringement, and an error.
Yeah.
It adds up. He's got to be making double those runs. And I feel like he was at centre.
Yeah.
So, fair enough as a spare. Who's your miss?
This is going to shock a lot of people. Or whoever had him is not going to shock you.
Garrick?
No. I've had this player all year. Can you guess it? Can you guess him?
What team?
Melbourne.
Melbourne, in your squad, disappoint you?
You're not going to guess it.
I don't know.
Harry Grant. 18 points.
I was trying to think because Melbourne actually won that game and it was a complete grind. I thought Harry would have been stuck in so many tackles in that first half.
I had to refresh it. I was like, this can't be right. And it was. 18 points, Harry Grant.
What did he do? Didn't he get through like a mountain of work?
But I'm confused. I don't know if I read the wrong thing. I still could have read the wrong thing. Can you confirm with me?
Yeah.
But I read 18. It could be a glitch on my app, but that's what he scored me, and I was like, that's a first for Harry Grant. I mean, I understand there's a lot of missed tackles, but he's my miss, and it's the first time I've played him every week besides Origin weeks, and he disappointed. But Norman's just confirmed.
That's the first time you could probably ever call.
Norman's confirming because I hope I wasn't looking at the wrong week. But he's never scored 18 before, so I doubt it. Just give us a second here. But for my squad, I had a lot of misses, so
18, you're right. I was just looking at everything here. So 1 try scored, he gave away 1 6 again infringement, conceded a penalty,
yeah.
2 errors, 7 missed tackles.
Yeah, that's really rare for Harry Grant.
That is rare.
Good for New South Wales, but
yeah, play like that for Queensland will be sweet.
Well,
but it's rare. Yeah, Harry's rare.
I know,
but I have no sympathy, mate. You're down 10-5, and no one wants to listen to it.
How about your Raider?
Raider this week, it's got to be tough. It is the bye round again, where a lot of teams just cop it. But someone who I've definitely got on my radar is Jack Wyden. A bit of a pod play, moved to the halves, looks more comfortable, gets to his work defensively. But now the Souths look like they're on from an attacking perspective. They've won 3 weeks in a row. I'd be keeping an eye on him to play, because obviously every position's hard during the bye period, but especially the spine. And I'm looking at someone like Jack White, and I'm like,
yeah,
he could light up that South team. He's retired from rep footy, so he's all in.
And he'd be looking to score. He'd be very encouraged. No, Latrell Mitchell has a bit more pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah, and now Latrell's been selected for Origin too, so there's also more responsibility placed in the hands of Jack Wyden.
Correct. So I back that. For me,
yeah, who have you gone with?
The young gun, Hopewadi, Manly fullback. I think, how can you look past him if they're talking about bringing Tommy back in the centres? If you're able to pick up a card like him or lucky to pack him, I'd be playing him, because the last 3 weeks he's been killing it. Yeah,
well, I was going to get him, but I was a bit sceptical. I was like, do I want to spend money on buying a card?
They might not play.
I'm like, what a waste.
Radar for a reason. I don't know. I reckon it might be worth bringing him in now than later.
His price could go up. People would sell him for a higher price if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
They could, because not a player that many people would have. You'd have to be lucky to pack him.
Yeah.
Be hard to buy. So, yeah, I think if he keeps playing the way he's playing, scoring some solid points, he loves a tackle break.
Does love a tackle break.
And looks like he pops
like
up.
all the Hopper-Whiteys do.
But this week, obviously no Cherry, no Olakawatu.
Yeah.
A few outs, so look for him.
This is where we see the young stars sort of shine, but he's already shone. So it's like, you know what you're going to get out of it, but it's like, how long will it last? Because we've got Turbo coming back soon. So I get why he's on your radar. Same with me, Jack White. Like, I'm not sure how long the form will last in the halves. And also his defense isn't the best. Like, I know he's a big body, he can get through the work, but when you're missing 5 or 6 tackles a game, it doesn't help. So on your radar, not on your transfer market, but transfer market segment this week, anyone in particular who stands out to you as a buy? There's someone I've got that I want to really stress the importance of.
Yes.
Tedesco. He's not getting picked. He's not playing for New South Wales, and he's not going to get picked for the 3rd game either. It doesn't look like it. So the Roosters have an important... Look, I'm not going to be sitting here gloating about my team. My Roosters team, get as many Roosters players in your squad when we're on. We have to make a massive comeback against the Dogs. Mental comeback after the loss to them early this season. Shock loss. Absolute shock loss. And also, don't forget, it's Jared's last year. And Teddy's been dropped as captain, had to replace Edwards last game. And now he's just fully focused on the red, white and blue. Why would you not bring Tedesco into your squad?
Because they're versing the Bulldogs, mate.
Here we go, mate.
Let's be real.
I'm actually going 2 fullbacks, which will come in my predictions later as well. But I've got CNK.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I know you were
Doggy's best defensive side in the comp right now.
It's true, but it could all change very quickly.
It's very true. It's true. I can't.
You can't disagree, mate.
Yeah, I can't.
But yeah, I've also got CNK from the Wires. I just think now with the spine looking more fit, players back, he gets so involved, which is so good to see. And he's not afraid to take those tough carries where he just bounces out of tackles. So I feel like the running meters and the tackle breaks just only add to his score every single week.
Fair enough.
Up against the Titans, who have looked, I can't lie, they stick in the games and they just look dreadful and somehow lose.
Yeah.
I'd be looking at Shans.
Yeah, I mean, a
Pod play.
lot of people might be going with Ryan Pappenhausen first week back.
Yeah.
So that's a big pod because no one's going to be playing him. I will be playing Ryan Pappenhausen. But in terms of who am I looking to buy and play this week, and I'd say the halves, like you said, the hardest position.
So difficult with so many teams.
A player right now who's just really like showing his experience in a young squad, Ko Nikorima.
So is Katoa.
Since Katoa's come back, like Nikorima, his try assists, he's just been playing great footy.
He's running so deep into the line before releasing the ball. It's like he's a young kid again.
Yeah. And it's good to see. And I think, especially for this week, the bye round, we either have Katoa or...
Who they got?
They've got Melbourne.
First game, right?
Yeah. But...
Yeah, that's...
You know...
This is the time you want to verse Melbourne.
Melbourne are strong still, but look...
Pappy does come back though.
Look, in the half position, like you said, Wyden, probably still pick Wyden over Cody. Nikorima, but either Katoa or Nikorima, I think is a good pick for your squad.
Fair enough. Well, by round, we always like to go through pod options. We don't want to go through absolute superstar standout players. I did mention some standouts from the fullback perspective, but even then, not every squad's going to have Tedesco. Not every squad's going to have Shans. Nickel Cook's that as well. So that's who we'd be looking out for. But onto stats don't lie. I want to hit you with this one, mate.
Go for it.
Okay. The last 7 games, they averaged 33 points against their opponents who they faced this week. They've won 6 of their last 7 against them as well. They're coming into this game with 3 straight wins, but they do lose 2 of their best players to the Blues. What side is this?
Manly.
The opposite. It's Souths.
Oh.
And they're versing Manly. So the last 7 games, they've averaged 33 points against them and won 6 of their last 7. What happens here? Manly have lost players to
2 of their best players.
Cherry and Olakawatu, yeah. And Jake.
And Jake.
3.
Well,
so I think the bunnies are on.
And Garrick's out.
Garrick's out? Oh, HIA, yeah.
Yeah, Shup is in. Aaron Shup is in.
Yeah.
On debut for the club.
This ain't looking good. What does this tell you? This tells you stack up on the South Sydney players.
This could be either stack South or...
If it's a gritty Manly win, what are you doing? You're picking a Manly forwards, right?
Manly forwards or my radar player Hopewadi. Could he have a game where it's like, how does he not get a name in the squad for the rest of the season?
Yeah. How is he not starting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how you not playing Tommy in the centres?
Okay.
When he comes back.
It's an interesting take, but yeah, the stats don't lie. South love scoring points against Manly. They love winning against Manly. Manly have many of their best players out. So have a look at that. But yeah, in the last 5 games against the Wars, the Titans have averaged 27 points a game. They've won 4 of their last 5. And they've actually scored exactly 27 points in their last 2 wins against the Warriors. Now, Josh, my question to you. Do we trust the ever so unreliable Gold Coast Titans to have players to put up a decent score on our game day squad against the Wires?
I don't see it, especially off a hard loss to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think now they're looking even stronger. Roger back.
Well, this is the hard part. I'm flexing the Wise players too. I'm saying CNK at the back would be insane. Obviously, Roger makes his return. But the stats don't lie. So what are we caught in a pickle here?
I am, but how can you go? I'm going to say the stats a lie here.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to come back to next week because I'll probably be tipping the Wise and I'd have more players from the Warriors in my squad than the Titans.
If Titans win, but because that's what they do sometimes. Just show up.
They're at home as well, Titans.
But they are sitting last.
They are also sitting at the bottom.
I think the stat gets overruled.
And Warriors, if they lose this, then they're in.
Yeah,
they're in a very confused state.
Yeah, because they don't have the easiest run as well. So
they don't.
They need to win this game. I think it's a must win for them.
It's important, yeah. Now, we've got 2 fan questions. Before we get to the fan questions, I want to ask for your predictions because I've got 2 predictions that I've kind of already alluded to. But did you have any?
Prediction? Yeah. On top of my head.
Well, I know you had predictions prior to recording the show around the Bulldogs, but I told Josh, since he's down 10-5, he can't speak about his team. So you can speak about players in your squad, but the team that he supports, you can't give me a prediction about them. Unless they're going to get absolutely smashed, I'm not hearing it.
No,
okay?
let's say this. So I'm going to play 2 Dolphins players this week.
Mm-hmm.
Asako and Cody Nikarima. Between them, they're going to score 150 points.
Wow, that's bold.
Yeah.
I like a bold prediction. I've got Teddy and CNK to both go 90 plus.
Wow, 180.
That's
combined
total of 180.
You know, and
I know Teddy's got.
And they're both not even
Bulldogs.
goal kickers.
They're not goal kickers. Teddy's got the Dogs' best defensive team in the comp somehow. Warriors have the Titans, who typically get the dub over them. But I'm going for it. I'm going for them bold predictions. I have to. But thank you. Fan questions. There's 2, and we'll wrap it up there. Is the bye week a bit shorter, but we've gone through our pods. We've gone through our squads to review. So now the last 2 questions. And it's funny this question comes through because I feel like I've spoken about them all episode. So I'll let you answer this one, not me. Which two fullbacks are you going to be playing this round?
Yes. My 2 is pretty funny. Tedesco.
Tell me, Teddy. Thank you.
And Ryan Papenhausen.
Okay, yeah. Pappen makes his return. Makes sense. Last question. Who will score the most points this week? Okay, if we had to predict this.
Honestly, that's a real tough question. And after speaking about how Manly are missing probably their 4 best players, if you include Tommy, 5 best players, how do you not go Rabbitohs player? Someone like Cody Walker, someone like Jack Wyden. It's tough to see them try and defend, especially.
Yeah.
I know they don't have Latrell, but surely they come out guns blazing and just pile on points on a weakened Manly side.
Do you think Alex Johnson can cross over for like 5 tries? Do you go to the ball pig and say Johnson?
I think so, because Carl Lawton's playing halfback. Like, not to be rude or anything, but
Oh, but I don't mind Manly's wingers, but yeah,
it's just too slow.
Cody.
The squad is just not it for Manly. Too many outs, and I just think, a player like Cody tries this, bag a try himself, so he's there around the ball the whole time. Someone like Damien Cook is just going to come out of hooker and just play his forwards left and right.
I'm going Cookie.
Yeah. I'll say Cody Walker.
Cooking Cody. There you go. But thank you for tuning in for another week. Best of luck with your squads. Bye round. It's tough. Any last words? Any advice?
Another week. Keep it going. I'm 5 down. 10-5. I will come back. Mark my words.
I don't know, man. I'm just feeling weird thinking about that.
I will be back.
Yeah, well, all right. Best of luck, everyone. Listen to our advice. Don't take Josh's advice too seriously, or else you might go down yourself. But all the best, everyone. Have a good one.
See ya.